We welcome you into the studio. Eagles insider Dave Spadaro, along with Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz, off the practice field, another session with the media. And Carson, I want to start there because it always has amazed me from the day you got here how you've handled the media. Did you have media training when you were in college?
We had media.
Okay.
We had local media in
A lot?
Fargo. Believe it or not, there was
I believe it.
pretty big support, at least for back there, and you just get used to it. You get comfortable with who you are, and
Doesn't bother you,
don't
does
worry
it?
about it too much.
Do you enjoy
yeah.
it?
I don't mind it.
Okay, all right.
Mind it.
Do you have a sense, Carson, of the team at this point? I know it's June. What you've got coming together here?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell the culture is still the same. You know, it's a special culture that we've talked a lot about now, and that hasn't changed. You know, starting with coach and the leadership, it hasn't changed. Bringing in a handful of free agents, younger guys, rookies, and it just seems like everyone's bought in. You know, everyone's already bought in, and just wants to keep getting better and keep getting this team better. And I'm excited to see kind of how this unfolds throughout, you know, training camp this summer, and then once we get into the season, you know, I look forward to just being with these guys. And again, that camaraderie that we have and that we share is really special.
Who is winning in the big challenge games that you guys play? Who are the studs in these events?
I think Nate Gary has been the guy that keeps winning the T-shirts and all the competitions in the weight room. He's just a meathead, though.
Has he, in fact, had a chance to DJ in the weight room?
That's a good question.
I mean, I got to say, what kind of music does Nate Gary listen to?
Those are good questions.
Well, look that up.
I'll have to talk to him.
Got to ask you the question. How do you feel? How's it coming along?
Yeah, feels good. You know, feels good. You know, I'm doing a little more every day. Getting involved a little bit more in practice. I'm doing more just off to the side as well with the trainers, and so feel good. Feel confident with where I'm at. Just gotta keep staying the course.
The question is normally asked, what's been the most difficult part of this? But I'm going to ask it this way. What's been the most gratifying part of accepting and defeating the challenge?
Yeah, I think it was unfortunate, obviously, to have to watch, but seeing it from a different lens. You know, it was a struggle just knowing you weren't on the field, but it was gratifying just seeing it from a new perspective that you never get to see as a player. You know, you almost got to see it from a coach's perspective, from just an outsider at times. I mean that in a good way, just to kind of see the guys, you know, in the middle of the game, you're so caught up in the game. But when you're not playing, you can kind of just see guys, you know, the highs and the lows and their emotions, and just getting to see it from a different perspective and just seeing the guys succeed the way they did was gratifying without a doubt.
Has that helped you in the way you've watched film or maybe seen things now that perhaps you wouldn't have seen before?
Maybe a little bit. I think I've had more time. You know, just being around here more in the offseason, doing rehab and everything, I got the chance to spend more time in the film room and just really dissect, you know, my game, our offense, just things we can keep getting better on. And I think that's helped us already this spring, and just, you know, the dialogue throughout with coaches this spring has been really good, and just making this team better, making this offense better.
What will you do in the 5 weeks before training camp begins?
Yeah, kind of the same thing I've been. You know, just keep rehabbing. Yep, I'll be around here. Just keep rehabbing and just keep working, you know, on the field, off the field, doing all of those things, and hopefully come training camp. Again, kind of that same plan. Just keep building, keep building.
Is this offense to the fans, Carson, going to look any different?
I don't think so. You know, I think kind of that same explosive, sometimes up tempo, those things, the big plays. Hopefully, will still be there. We believe we have some really big play guys. You know, the run pass options that were kind of big last year. You know, just continually growing and evolving with those. And coach has been the same. He's been pretty rock solid. You know, little intricacies and little things here and there, but overall, I think we'll look similar out there.
What have you seen from Coach Doug over the last 3 years? He's grown up. He's the Super Bowl champion now. There's a lot of growth there.
Coach is awesome. My favorite thing about him, just with the success and everything, is he hasn't changed. You know, yes, he's grown as a coach and everything, but with his personality, like, nothing's changed. He's still the same guy, Super Bowl winning coach, all those things. Amazing year he had. He's still the same. He's still the same down to earth guy, and just wants to keep getting better every day. And, you know, God willing, be at that level, you know, year after year.
So the message here is that Carson Wentz is making great progress. Stud on the field. I want to talk a little bit about off the field and some of the things that you've got going on. First, the softball game that you had at Citizens Bank Park. Great success for your foundation, and the relationship with the fans in Philadelphia really growing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, I'm kind of a perfectionist sometimes, so I was a little stressed just making sure all the I's were dotted, T's were crossed going into that week. But the game was unbelievable. The fan support, my teammates had a blast out there. That was really fun for me to see. Best player, Jake Elliott.
Okay. Wow,
Jake
he's like the
Elliott.
best athlete in the world, isn't he?
He's sneaky. He'll sneak up on anybody. But just that the camaraderie we had, the fan engagement, and then obviously being able to raise the money that we did was just extremely humbling and really cool to see. And obviously it was just the first year for that game, and I think the plan is to do that every year.
Another thing, Carson, you went to Haiti a couple of years ago, really spoke about how it impacted your life, and it clearly has because you've made a commitment to Haiti, opening the sports complex. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so that was, obviously it's been documented going to Haiti and just how it's really impacted my life, changed my life, and the A1 Foundation that we started has really been involved in Haiti and been able to help fund some projects and be a part of some fundraising efforts there, and it's been really cool. It's been really cool to see, obviously, our support of their fundraising, but then to get outsiders and fans and just donors to just get on board as well, and just to know the lives that are going to change, you know, in a big way through that sports complex in Haiti has been really cool already. Just to kind of hear some stories and hear some things as it's being built. I know there's just a lot of excitement there.
And you're also really helping out the people of Philadelphia, statistically the poorest city in this country. A food truck initiative, very creatively named, Thy Kingdom Crumb. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, super excited about it. You know, I think the plan is to roll it out after the preseason and actually have it on its first kind of so-called missions, you know, going out in the streets, and just really cool. Being able to partner with Connect Church here and being really close with their lead pastor, and he's a good friend, and just kind of the dynamic of us coming together with the local church to really make a difference, you know, physically, and providing nourishment and providing being able to rally behind food. Everyone loves food, but then also being able to provide something of bigger value, something more eternal, you know, and providing hopefully relationships with Christ and connections with local churches and everything. I'm so excited to see how that thing grows.
That's awesome. Thank you very much for that. Philadelphia needs every bit of help. And then for fun, you are a hunter. We all know that, an avid outdoorsman. You and your brother have started an outdoor channel. How can fans find that, Carson, and be part of your experiences out in the wild?
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. It's something my brother and I already do all the time. And so about 2 years ago, we said, let's just start filming it. You know, we do it together all the time. So we've been filming stuff, doing photos. We have an Instagram. It's Wentz Bros Outdoors. Now we've been able to partner up with Outdoor Channel, and they have a digital platform where they show our videos. And that's just going to keep growing as we go. But it's been a cool way to kind of just let people into another side of my life and my brother's life as well, and just see a little bit of who we are off the field. There
is goodness in this world. He's our quarterback. We love him, Carson Wentz. Make sure you go to the Audience of One Foundation website for more information where you can find Carson on and off the field. Carson, thanks so much. Have a great rest of the offseason. Let's find out what Nate Gary listens to, okay? Between now and when training camp begins, that's your assignment. Thanks so much for coming in studio. Thanks so much for joining us here on PhiladelphiaEagles.com and our official Eagles app.